and that you freely accept the consequences of this esoteric ritual on yourself. And within yourself, you will then continue with the slow assimilation to our august fraternity. Within the last hour, you drank the draught of forgetfulness, destined to depersonalize you, to remove from you all will. Here now, you are offered a second goblet, containing the draught of memory, the living water of memory. When you absorb this draught, your possessions will be absolute. The occult soul of Masonry will be passed onto you in entirety, just as the water of forgetfulness made you a dead man without will or volition. The water of memory will make you a militant Mason, the veritable child of the widow. Do you care to take a second drink?
I do.
Sir, I advise you to read the text of the traditional oath, which you will repeat at length here in front of this respected assembly, and utter the symbols of the grand architect of the universe. Brother Grand Expert, please hold the left hand of the candidate upon the book of the law. Place your sword to his heart, and see that he repeats every word, and keeps his right arm elevated. I,
Cornell Lehu,
in the presence of the grand architect of the universe, and this respected lodge of Masonry,
in the presence of the grand architect of the universe and this respected lodge of Masonry,
do hereby promise and swear,
do hereby promise and swear,
upon this date,
on
my honor as a free man,
on my honor as a free man,
solemnly and sincerely, and without mental restrictions of any kind, to never reveal any of the secrets or mysteries of Masonry that are confided in me, unless to a true and legitimate brother, on or in a lodge duly constituted by a Masonic triangle, never to trace, engrave, or carve without authorization of my ultimate superiors,
without duly authorization from my superiors,
to never form any characters by which the secrets of secrets may be revealed, under pain of having my body mutilated, and being dishonored, by having my name engraven upon the pillar of infamy, so that my corpse is buried beneath the sands of the sea, and the ebb and flow of the ocean takes me away into the abyss of forgetfulness. I promise and swear to henceforth consider all Masons as my brothers, to protect, to aid, to assist in all their needs, temporal as well as spiritual. I will from this day forth shed all other teachings which I have received, in order that light may enlighten me, on the road of man and my brothers, all without distinction of social class, race, color, religion, or nationality. I will enforce upon myself to be the shining example of all that is virtuous, without vain desires of honors, ambition, or vanity, but with the sole aim of aspiring to the highest. in all my endeavors.
in all my endeavors.
I will practice the humane fraternity
I will practice the humane fraternity
in all its amplitude
in all its amplitude
for showing its good works.
for showing its good works.
I will be the support of the weak,
I will be the support of the weak,
the adversary of the unjust,
the adversary of the unjust,
and the opponent
and the opponent
of all unmerited violence.
of all unmerited violence.
And in all these deeds,
And in all these deeds,
I swear and promise
I swear and promise
always to aim my deeds
always to aim my deeds
toward the grand architect of the universe,
towards the grand architect of the universe,
whose aid I am in
whose aid I am in
through the living symbols
through the living symbols
I touch with my hand.
I touch with my hand.
In order that the ineffable other may conserve a trace of the engagement taken place here and now by this candidate, brother grand expert, would you commit the signature upon this document to the flames so that it may become eternal and impenetrable? The word may become altered or faded, but that which is confided in fire is everlasting. Let the light descend. In the name of the grand architect of the universe, and under the auspices of universal masonry, in the presence of this respected lodge of St. John, I receive and constitute you as an apprentice probationer. My brother, it is an immemorial custom of masonry that those who you come to take for brothers offer you 2 pairs of white leather gloves. Here are these gloves. One of these you are destined. You will wear and consecrate it in the same custom and manner as you see your fellow apprentices in this lodge wear. The second pair is for you to give to the woman whom you most cherish, not for her material beauty, but rather the woman who for you is the manifestation of the ultimate, your sister soul, the feminine ideal, the appearance in the material world of the eternal mother, the natura naturanda. There remains but one last rite to be accomplished. Our fraternity has taken up the charge of supporting a poor widow and her orphan son. It is the name of this widow that I require for you to keep back from profane, as well as all deeds done for this widow and her son. I will ask that you accompany the grand expert to the cabinet of reflection and contemplate upon what the name of this widow and her son are, and report it to the grand expert. It is hoped that after the ceremony that you have undergone, that you have begun to understand the name of this widow and the importance of charity.